Hi, welcome back to online session. In this video, we will discuss how to solve 15 puzzle problem using branch and bound algorithm design technique. Now let us discuss what is mean by 15 puzzle problem and and what is the methodology we are adopted here to solve 15 puzzle problem by using branch and bound we clearly discussed in this session. Okay. 15 puzzle problem in the sense, now initially you need to consider or you need to take a 4 by 4 matrix or chessboard. The matrix or chessboard can contains 4 square. That means that 4 into 4, 16 squared tiles. 16 squared tiles. Each square is considered as a tile and there are nearly 16 squares are available. Among those 16 squares, one square is to be blank. One square is to be blank. Here I have been marked as a red. This is considered as a black. This is considered as a black square, empty square. Okay. So among 16, one square is to be blank. So now in this 4 by 4 tile, the numbers are not arranged in a sequential numbers order. The numbers are placed in a randomized order. So this is the given problem. The given problem is to be considered as a initial problem or basic problem. And we need to arrange values in the problem in such a way that all the 15 numbers can be arranged in an order, and finally one element is to be blank, one square is to be blank. Okay, so in this way you need to arrange all 15 squares in a 4 by 4 chessboard. That can be done by using the concept of branch and bound. Hence, this problem is to be considered as a 15 puzzle problem. The 15 puzzle problem is having 15 individual squares, or otherwise we can call as a, each square is called as a tile, tile, which can be numbered from 1 to 15 in a frame such that 4 tiles high and 4 tiles wide, leaving one unoccupied tile position. So among 16 positions, one tile position is to be unoccupied tile position. And the problem objective is all the tiles are having same size of row and column, and we need to arrange the numbers 1 to 15 in an order in such a way that finally one square tile is to be left blank. So in such a way we need to arrange the elements. So this is called as a 15 puzzle problem. But here we need to solve the problem by using branch and bound technique. So here, to solve the problem in branch and bound technique, we use the searching technique that is called as a LC search technique. What is that? That is called as a LC search technique. LC search technique is nothing but least cost searching technique. Least cost searching technique you can apply for converting the randomized numbers into a sequential order numbers arranged in a table. But here, how to apply least cost search? To apply least cost search, we need to calculate one function. That function is known as ranking function. That function is known as a ranking function. Now, let us move to another slide. Here, we need to find the ranking function by using one formula. The formula is, this is the formula. The formula is C cap of x. C cap of x equal to f of x plus h of x. What is f of x and what is h of x? We will clearly discuss in the next slide. Okay. Now, students, now let me explain a simple example how to solve the given problem by using branch and bound technique. We will see here. So here, consider the problem is, this is the problem. The question is solve 15 puzzle problem by using least cost branch and bound searching. This is called as a LC branch and bound technique. By applying LC searching technique, you need to solve the problem. This is the frame. The frame can contain 16 tiles and the values are arranged from 1 to 15 in a randomized order, and so total 15 numbers are occupied in the frame, and one frame, one tile is to be empty. One tile is to be empty. So why? Because why this empty tile is required means we need to move the any one of the, we need to move any one of the tile. For that purpose, we need one empty tile. Now assume that this is an empty tile. So one empty tile is available here, and by using this empty tile, we have a possibility of moving the, suppose we need, I can move 3 here, from here to here I can move, and I can move from 6 from left to right. I have the possibility moving from 8 to here. Otherwise, I have a possibility moving from 7 to here. So that means that I have 4 ways to move the empty space, like upside, upward, or downward, upward, or downward, or left side, or right side. So finally, I am having 4 choice to move the tile, to arrange the, in order to arrange all the values in a sequential order starting from 1 to 15, and finally 16th column, 16th tile is to be empty. In this way, we will get the answer very quickly. Okay. So to solve the problem, we use one function that is called as a, we need to calculate the value of C cap of X value. We need to calculate. How to calculate C cap of X value, we will discuss in the next slide clearly. Now, This is the given problem. This is the given problem. In the given problem, the numbers are arranged in a randomized order. This is called initial position. So in the initial position, the numbers are arranged in a 4 by 4, that is 16 framed chart. The numbers are arranged in a randomized order. And we need to arrange the numbers in such a way that in order to in a sequential order in the frame. So this is called as a goal position. And this is the initial position, and we need to arrange the values in an order. Finally, you will reach the goal position. So now, in order to reach the goal position, you simply apply the concept of least cost branch and bound technique to the given problem to solve the goal position of the values in the frame. Now, students, now we will solve the problem in such a way by using the problem, by using the formula we will discuss now. Okay. Now consider a formula. This is very, very important formula. Consider a formula. The formula is C cap of x. C cap of x equal to f of x plus g cap of x. This is the formula for finding or arranging the elements in such a way that to find the goal position. C cap of x stands for estimated minimum cost. Estimated minimum cost to reach the goal node. Estimated minimum cost to reach the goal node, that is called as C cap. Whereas f of x is considered as number of moves from initial state. Number of moves from initial state. Okay, this is the initial state. How many number of moves are required, and at each and every time we need to do only one move, that is that is upward, downward, right side or left side. So we need to consider any one of the move only. At each and every time, the f of x value is to be only one value. Okay. So next is g cap of x. G cap of x in the sense when we apply one move in the initial position. Now compare the number of changes occurs in the initial position with the goal position, with the your next position, that can clearly describe g of x. G of x in the g cap of x in the sense number of non-blank tiles. Number of non-blank tiles that are not in the goal position, that are not in the goal position. Number of non-blank tiles that are not in the goal position is considered as G cap of X. So based on these three positions, these three formulas, we will solve the problem very easily and quickly. Now let us move to the solution. How to solve the problem, we will discuss now. Here, this is the given problem, and this is the given formula. By using the formula, we need to solve the problem. Okay. Now, you can consider the initial frame. This is the initial frame. Here, one tile is to be empty. This is one initial tile. And we need to solve the problem by using one tree that is called as a state space tree. That is called as a state space tree. Now we need to generate state space tree for this problem. Okay. So here this is the empty tile. The empty tile can have, you have the positions. How many ways you can move? You can move the empty position upward. You can move the empty position upward. So this is considered as a up. So when empty position moves up, the arranging of elements will be like this only. Like this only. So it was moved up. So that's why the empty position moved up. When the empty position moved down, so the empty position moved down, so it will move here. Okay. Next, if this empty position moved left side, so 6 will be placed here and empty will be placed here. So it is the left position, and here it was moved in the right position. So that means that in the first iteration of constructing state space tree, so the empty tile will have possibility of moving 4 ways: up way, down way, left side, or right side move. So in this way we have the possibility of moving the chances. Okay. Now let us discuss clearly step by step in the next slide. Now consider here. Now consider here. If you consider the first concept, this is the up. Now consider the upward. If we applied the empty position to the upward, then only it was moved here and 3 was replaced with the empty position. 3 came to the empty position and empty position moved to upward. So this is, I have been applied up. When I can apply up, I need to find the value of C cap of the value of C cap of X value I need to find. So here I need to find the value of C cap of X. Okay. Suppose here, so C cap of X value I need to find for this position only, Okay. Later on apply for the remaining positions also. Now let me consider the given, now let me consider here Now let me consider this is the given problem. In the given problem, first I need to calculate the value of C cap of 1. Find the value of C cap of 1. So this is the first frame. I need to find the value of C cap of X. So how to find the value of C cap of X? C cap of X means 1. X means node 1. C cap of X equal to, what is the formula? F of X plus G of X. F of 1 plus G cap of 1. G cap of 1. Why? Because X value equal to 1. Now find the value f of 1. F of 1 in the sense number of moves from initial state. Number of moves from initial state. So now you can compare, if you want to find f of 1, you can focus on the initial position matrix with this matrix. You can focus on initial position matrix with this chart. How many number of positions are to be changed? So if you consider the first row, all 4 values are same. If you consider second row, all 4 values are same. Even if you consider third row and fourth row, there is no change. That means that I have taken the initial position exactly here. No changes are applicable. So if there is no changes are applicable, the value of f of x is to be 0. So it is to be 0. Okay. Next, find the value of g cap of x. G cap of x in the sense number of non-blank tiles that are not in their goal position. That are not there in their goal position. Now you need to compare the initial position with goal position. Here, G cap of 1 means that compare initial position values with goal position values. How many number of non blank tiles that are not there in the goal position? You will compare. So if you compare the first position, so 1, 2, 3, 4, there is no change at all. If you compare the second values, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, there is no change at all. Okay. If you, sorry, here 5, 6, 7, 8 means, and one change is available here, 7 is one change. One more is 9 is okay, no change. 10 is okay, no change. 7 is okay, no change. 11 is okay, no change. 13, no change. Number of non-blank tiles, no? Non-blank tiles. Number of non-blank tiles, how many tiles? Okay, here, which are, there is a possibility of changing if you compare uh, 13, 14, 15, 12. Yeah. Sorry, these two, I need to compare these two. So yeah, I need to compare the goal position with the initial position. How many number of changes are occurred, I need to compare here. So here if you compare how many number of blanks with the goal position, so this is changed. This value is to be changed. Why? Because you 7 is there, but 11 is there. Another one is this value, sorry, we will identify which values are set. 11 was changed, 12 was changed, and 13, 14, 15, there is no change at all, and 7 also changed. So that means that here, how many non-blank tiles that are not in the goal position, that are not there in the goal position, total how many changes are applicable is total 3 number of changes are applicable. If you compare with this, 3 number of changes are applicable here. So that's why the value is 3. 0 plus 3 equal to 3. So the value is C cap of 1 value is 3. C cap of 1 value is 3. Now here C cap of 1 value I have find. Now in the first iteration, I need to construct the child nodes for this one. I need to construct the child nodes here. So here I need to move the position in 4 ways, either upside, downside, left side, right side. Now if I can consider, if I can move the position in the upside, how changes will be made from the initial position of the matrix, we will see. If I can change the move, if I can apply the upward change here, there is no change in 1 and 2, but the value 3 is to be replaced with the empty node. So 3 will goes down and empty node will moves up. So empty node moves up, 3 is to be goes down. And there is no change in the remaining values here. So once the values are to be arranged, then you need to apply the formula C cap of 2 value. Why? Because this is the first matrix, this is the second matrix, hence you need to calculate C cap of 2 value equal to. So how to find F of 2 plus G cap of 2? G cap of 2. You will calculate the function. So this function will represent the ranking function. The ranking function of the frame, given frame. Okay. So C cap of 2 equal to F of 2. F of 2 in the sense, F of 2 in the sense number of moves from initial state. Number of moves from the initial state. So this is the initial state. So how many number of moves are done in the initial state we will consider here. So how many number of changes are done? Only one change is done. Why? Because 3 will be available in the first row, but here 3 will be available in the second row, third column. So f of 2 only one value, one move is to be changed. So f of 2 value equal to number of moves from the initial state is only one move. Now find g cap of 2 value. How to find g cap of 2 value? Number of non-blank tiles that are not there in goal position. Okay. Now compare this with non-blank tiles. Now you need to compare this one with the goal position one. Okay. Now compare this one with the goal position one. How many changes are made? You will calculate now here. So in the first position, how many possibilities are there? There is, sorry, we will discuss how many possibilities are there. Okay. Hmm. The changes are, yeah, this is one change, 12. If you compare the goal position with this matrix, 12 is one change, another change is 11 is another change, 7 is one more change, and also yeah, one more change is and also, yeah, 3 is another change. 1 2 3 4. Total number of changes are 1, 2, 3, 4. That is equal to 4. So that means that 1 plus 4, 5. So the ranking function of C cap of 2, C cap of 2 ranking function is 5. Okay. Like this is over. First matrix is over. Now coming to the other matrix. Okay. Now move to the other. Now you can move to, if you select this one down, if you select this one down, that means that the empty tile is to be moves down. When empty tile moves down, 7 will automatically goes up. 7 goes up, empty tile moves down. Okay. So when you apply down, now here you need to find the value of C cap of 3. How to find C cap of 3? F of 3 value. F of 3 value means number of moves from in the initial state. Now compare this one with the initial state. How many changes are done? So you can, how many moves are changed? You can clearly observe. There is only one move that is called as a down move. So F of 3 value is 1, and G cap of 3 value you need to find. G cap of 3 value, how to find? How many number of, now you need to calculate G cap of 3. So G cap of 3 in the sense, so here G cap of 3 in the sense, you can compare this matrix with the goal position matrix. What are the changes are available? You can compare. When you compare this one with this one, what are all the changes? So you can compare this matrix with in this matrix, how many changes are clearly done. So this will clearly indicate the G cap of 3. So in the first row, there is no change. In the second row, there is no change. Okay, second row also no change. In the third row, there is a change that is called 11 is one change, and 12 is another change. 11 is one change, 12 is another change. When you compare 11 and 12, so these two changes are made here. So total value is 2. So now apply C cap of 3. G cap of 3 is equal to 2. So now apply C cap of 3. C cap of 3 is equal to F of 3 plus G cap of 3. F of 3 is equal to 1. G cap of 3 is equal to 2. That is equal to 3. So we will get the value of C cap of 3 is equal to 3. Now we will go for another way of considering. left move. When I can apply left move, so the empty tile is to be goes left. When empty tile is to be goes left, 6 will be placed here. So this is the method. Now you need to calculate C cap of 4. If compare the C cap of 4, f of x is equal to only one more change, that is 1. And now you can compare this matrix with the goal matrix. How many number of changes are there? You can find out easily the value of G cap of 4 value you will get. So how to get G cap of value? How many changes you can compare this with this one? Okay. So if you consider first row there is no change, second row there is no change, third row, yeah, one change is 7. Here 11 is there, one change. Here 12 is there, here 11 is there, second change. And the third change is this is the third change, second change. And the third, so empty is not to be considered here, 13, 14, 15. So changes are there, 1, 2, yeah, one more change is there, no, yeah. So this is one more change. This is one more change. Total number of changes are 1, 2, 3. And one more change is here, 12. 12 is another change. So the changes are applicable. 1, 2, 3, 4 changes are applicable. So G cap of 4 equal to 4. So finally C cap of 4 equal to 5. You will get the value of 5. Now in this way, you need to find the rightmost also. So when I can apply rightmost value here, right move. So the empty move to right side, and 8 will be replaced with this one. And finally you need to find the C cap of 5 value. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is C cap of 5. So C cap of 5, F of 5 value is equal to 1, and G cap of 5 we need to calculate. G cap of 5 value, how to calculate? Now compare this with the goal position. How many number of values are to be really changed? Updations. There is no updation in the first row. Number of updations in the second row is here. One updation is there, and 7 also another updation, 11 also another updation, and 12 also another updation. So finally 8 also, here 8 is there, here empty is there. So total number of updations, sorry, not consider this one. So total number of updations are 1, 2, 3, and 4. You cannot consider the empty one. You cannot consider the non-blank. Okay, you can consider the non-blank only. If you consider this matrix with the goal matrix, 4 values are to be changed. So the value is 4, and finally C cap of 5 is equal to 5. So friends, here clearly observe that we have been successfully find the values of C cap of 2 equal to 5, C cap of 3 equal to C cap of 3 value equal to 3, and C cap of 4 value, we got the value is 5. C cap of 5 equal to, we get the value as 5. Okay, but here C cap of 2, C cap of 3, C cap of 4, C cap of 5 values will represent the ranking function values. The ranking function values of the each and every frame. So here you need to apply least cost branch and bound searching technique. When you apply least cost LC, least cost least cost branch and bound searching technique, when you apply to the given state space tree in the first iteration, you need to identify the least cost value. You need to identify the least cost value. So what is the least cost value? This is C cap of 3 will be producing least cost value when compared with C cap of 2, C cap of 4, C cap of 5. So among these four values, you will get one value that will becomes the least cost value. So hence consider this one, ignore the remaining one. So consider here this matrix you can consider. In the first move, you can the tree will be moving as a down. Here I have been selected down. When I have been selected down, so in this way I will get the least cost value. Remaining all four you can simply ignore it. Simply you can ignore it. Okay. So now we will see here. So here in the first iteration moved to down. In the first iteration moved to down. So we can find the least cost value is 3. Least cost value we will find out is 3. Next from this one, now consider this one. This is the frame. Now you can consider this frame. From this frame, you can consider this is the initial node. This is considered as the initial node. Now find how many ways. This is the blank value. Here, this is the blank square tile. How many ways you have moved? You do not have possibility to move upward. You do not have possibility to move upward. If upward is not possible, what are the ways? Either go for downside, go for left side, go for right side. There is no possibility of going upward. There is no point of view going upward. So here, if you moved from this matrix to in the second iteration, there is no possibility of going up. There is no possibility of going up is not possible. So you can possible way is either go for down, go for left, or go for right side. Okay. Now, so now I can consider the first one is going down. First one is going down. So when I can consider going down here, when I can consider going down here, I need to calculate. This is the calculate the value of C cap of 5 is 1. No? This is C cap of 6 value. I need to find. I need to find the value of C cap of 6. Okay. Now let us see how to calculate C cap of 6 value. So C cap of 6 value I have found here. When C cap of 6 value I have found the value is 5. C cap of 7 value is 5. C cap of 8 value is 3. C cap of 8 value is 3. So already I said that how to calculate C cap of 6 value, C cap of 7 value, C cap of 8 value. In this way, you need to calculate each and every frame, you will get the values. Once you will get the values of C cap of 6, 7 and 8, and you can compare the values, all values. So here 5, 5, 3. Now apply least cost branch and bound searching technique. So when you apply least cost branch and bound searching technique, this value will be producing least cost value. This value will be producing least cost value. Hence, consider only this move here. Here I have been selected this one. So in the first iteration, you can consider this one. In the second iteration, you can consider this one. In this way, we need to consider the in the first iteration, we have been selected the least cost. In the second iteration, we have been selected the least cost. Okay, least cost is 3. Now here, search how many you need to construct, and again the 3 possible ways. You need to construct how many ways we go for. So here, there is no possibility of going upward. there is no possibility of going downward. Downward. Why? Because downward is over. Sorry, downward is sorry. Uh, if you consider here, in the first iteration, down applied already. Down is already applied. In the second iteration, right side is also applied. Right side is also applied. Okay. Down. Now here, if you consider here, okay, you have the possibility of either this is the empty, this is the empty, right? Now you are here, you have the possibility either go for, either go for down, either go for down, or either go for which side? Left side, either go for moving for left side. Okay, not up, this is not up, the wrong ending. You have the position of upward. Yeah, just a minute. Hmm. When we apply, we have the chances either go for up or go for down. Go for up or go for down. Okay, two positions. When you can apply up here, you can apply down to this position here. Okay. Now in the next slide we will see, in the next position you will see. Okay. So I want to clear all. Yeah. It will clearly indicates that this is the first iteration. In the second iteration, this is the minimum one. And in the third iteration, we need to find the value of C cap of 9, C cap of 10. And the smallest value is, this is the smallest value 3. That means that you need to construct the tree in such a way that this is the initial tree. From the initial tree, you can go here. In the second iteration, in the first iteration, we need to find the minimum C cap value, that this is 3. In the second iteration, this is the minimum C cap value. In the third iteration, this is the minimum C cap value. We will get minimum C cap value in the third iteration. Okay. Now let us see the values, whether the values we got the goal position or not. Now consider the values. Now here you can clearly compare this table with the goal position table. Now here I have been reached the goal position. So this is the given problem. From the given problem, when I can apply least cost branch and bound searching technique to the given problem, the problem is to be converted into this type of frame. This is called as a goal position. The goal position I can reach after two number of iterations. In the first iteration, I can took down position. In the second iteration, I can took right iteration. In the third position, I can took again down position. And each and every iteration, I have been calculated C cap values, which value is producing the least cost value that I can consider in each and every stage. And finally, I can get the goal position. So friends, here you will get the value in this way, you get the tree in this way. So this is considered as a state space tree. This is considered as a state space tree. In the state space tree, you will get the final result. This is called as a goal position you will get after 4 iterations. After 4 iterations, you will get the goal position. It seems to be we will get the goal position values after three iterations by using least cost branch and bound searching technique. By using least cost branch and bound searching technique. Okay. So now I am concluding the session. Hope you all are understood the concept very well. Thank you. Thank you.